Okay, ready?
All right.
Going live. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Odious Soul. Tonight we had to hop on real fast, and I apologize to everybody for the last minute, but the 2023 MotoAmerica calendar came out, and some of the changes, like just
mac and cheese lovers, dive into
hold
the
on a second.
witness of
hear
Bob
that?
Evans mac and cheese.
But I forgot to mute my YouTube. So if you heard that, I do apologize. But anyway, I was like so frustrated when I saw this because there's a couple of changes that I'm not so happy about. So before we get into all the stuff that makes me feel certain things, of course, we got Mike and we got Amanda back, and we got a special guest on here, Sophie. She just could not keep contained. She had to get her face exposed on my channel, because she watches all the time. So anyway, Amanda, tell us where people can find you on the World Wide Web and social media and cloud and all that other fun stuff.
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Stay Fast and Weird. The handle never changes. The handle never will change. Don't look me up on Facebook. I don't like that. That's about it.
All right. And what about you, Mike?
Instagram at Twisty Rider, and yeah, Facebook is crazy. And I don't know, you guys have almost inspired me to make a TikTok just to be ridiculous to do it.
Yeah, last night I said something about I had posted, it was a video I did on Snap, and I posted it over on TikTok, and I in my head I was like, if I get 1,000 views on this video, I'll keep making more TikToks. That was a thing. And I mentioned it last night, and then after last night's show, I went and looked at it. It has 13,000 freaking views. I'm like, I guess I'm making more TikTok videos. Damn it. Actually, little Miss Sophie over here, she recommended that I make some shorts off of our live shows. So I have downloaded them. So expect some shorts and some reels to come from our live shows. That's coming, just to let you guys know. But anyway,
Right on.
Let's talk about the MotoAmerica calendar. All right. Brief update. And actually here, I will share my screen. We will put this up here somewhere. I have all this stuff. Just give me a second. We're going to share all of it. I have no idea what's on here, so just don't judge about all the bad stuff that you might see on my computer screen. All right, so here we go. This is basically what we got. All right, this is the calendar right here. All right, so we have 10 events coming up this year. First one is Daytona, and then 9 standalone events, which is one less event than last year, than the 2022 season. There is no event at VIR. This is what I'm most upset about, because VIR is within driving distance. It was the standalone MotoAmerica event that popped my cherry last year. I was so looking forward to camping at VIR this year. I had a great time there last year, met a bunch of people, and I'm just so crushed that it's not going to be at VIR this year. So we can talk about maybe why that is. They also are having COTA as a separate event this year, which we went to MotoAmerica and MotoGP at COTA last year, and it was awesome. And honestly, COTA is
It always has been awesome for years and years and years.
A huge freaking venue. So I don't know how in the world MotoAmerica is going to handle COTA. So we can talk about that then too. Same number of classes. Some of people have more events, some people have less, some people have the same. They are doing a couple different things. So SuperBike will have 2 venues where they have 3 races during the weekend instead of the typical 2. I'm assuming this is to make up for not riding at VIR this year. So we have, Barber and Laguna Seca and Pittsburgh will each have 3 races, 1 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. What else do we have? Super Sport, 2 of their events. Brainerd and Laguna Seca. They'll have longer races that they'll actually have to pit for, change tires, and go back out. So that's kind of interesting and cool. But yeah, a lot of changes, some of it good, some of it bad. And then the one that I'm probably most on the fence about is the fact that New Jersey is the last event. Okay, so I'm excited because it's close enough that I know I'll go to it. All right, that's for sure. I'm upset because it's Jersey. So anyway, all right, so I did make up a cute little spreadsheet here. Let me know if you guys can see it in a second. Can you see this? Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like my insanity. So I apologize. I don't know if I can make it like full screen. Whew, there we go. So this, and my calculations must be wrong somewhere. Okay. So because they're saying that there's 100 races this year, which is more than last year. Well, last year they only had like what, 99. So one more race does not actually count, or two more races doesn't seem like more races. Something else on here, I did not add Super Sport to Daytona because the Super Sport in Daytona is a little different. They include a lot of people from around the world. And so those points don't typically go towards the point standing. So I didn't actually count those. So I guess in all, it's like 103 races, you know, but anyway.
You are OCD, aren't you? Jesus Christ.
I like data. I like, I'm not OCD, but I like freaking data. I love data. I love spreadsheets. It is a thing. Okay. Like ever since I was a kid, I loved freaking spreadsheets. So, but Super Sport has 2 less races. Stock 1000 has 2 less races. Junior Cup has 6 less races. Like how I thought everybody loved Junior Cup.
Junior Cup? What the fuck? Junior Cup's why anybody goes. Junior Cup is the shit. Like that's the fun stuff there.
No, what's sad is my favorite is Twins and Stock. Now I will say
I like Twins too.
I love Twins. Give me some Jody Berry, man. Like he's my favorite, you know, like you know, he is. I don't know why. Like I watched, you know what it was at VIR. I watched him get picked up. His bike got picked up by another bike and swept off the track. And I want to call him a kid. And I know he's not a kid. He's like an adult, but still like he could be my kid. He's young enough to be my kid, you know, and he picked up his bike and he got it back on the track and he ended up being on the podium twice that weekend. And to me, that's just like, I don't know. It's so freaking inspirational, like just to watch. And I love the spunk, and he's naughty sometimes. Like when his heart's in it, man, he's like naughty when he's like passing and stuff. And I love it. Like I love watching, just why I love Hayden Gillum. Like I love watching guys make these moves calculated and crazy, but at the same time smart. Like I just love that. But anyway, so I am excited because one of the biggest complaints for Twins Cup last year from the Twins riders was that they would go to events and only have one race on the weekend. That was a big complaint of theirs. So I'm happy that they're racing 2 times at every event they have to go to. Like I like that. I like that for them. But it's still less events. Like I'm kind of upset.
I'm totally butthurt about less Junior Cup. First off, all them NJMP boys up there, and Kayla's the shit, by the way, as we all know. She's a little history in the making right there. And well, she's already made history, let's be real. But no, dude, Junior Cup is fun race to watch no matter what. I mean, do we have a little heart in it because of all the New Jersey mini kids? Of course, absolutely, without a doubt. Love them kids. But I mean, it's just a fun race. It really is. I mean, you can watch SuperBikes all day long. Yeah, I like watching SuperBikes, but that Junior Cup is just where it's at. And Twins is pretty cool too. I mean, I don't know. I watched SuperBike for Jake Lewis, but that's another story.
No, like me, like Stock 1000 and Twins are my favorite. I mean, I have really gotten into Superbike, but it's usually the same guys out front, you know, and it's fun when they battle. Yeah. And I've gotten to meet almost all of like the top guys now. So I got to know their personalities. I got to talk to them. So that's cool. So like I'm got more into Superbike, but watching Twins and Stock 1000 have always been more fun to me to watch. Junior, I kind of like the personality of the Junior Cup people on their social media. I like to see them like bring in like their positivity and their optimism to the sport. Like I love that about them. Like they're so freaking, what is it? Like,
I mean, they're kids. They got their whole life ahead of them. So what's not to be happy? They're living their freaking dream.
I know, but just the whole influencer culture, how to get, like, you can tell who's going to be around for a while just because of how they use their social media to get, all the free stuff and the sponsors and stuff. I just love it. I love watching them. I love watching their hustle and just how they're doing it. Like, they're more engaging. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
right.
for sure. I mean, but then you got guys like Brandon Posh. He's what, stock 1000, and he does Superbike. Yeah, he does Superbike. He did last year. I mean, his online presence is fucking hilarious, is incredible. However, he has put out a couple, or actually, I've only seen one video where he did like a lap at NJMP. It happened to be one of the track days I was at. He was like one-on-one coaching somebody. I don't remember who it was, but actually, a lot of MA kids were there, which is actually neat. But his online presence is actually pretty cool. I mean, the whole pretty boy thing isn't for me, honestly. However, I do like the new kind of information he's putting out. His behind the scenes stuff is pretty funny, pretty cool. It gives you a good insight. I mean, all the guys are kind of getting into that. I mean, trying to think who else. There's a few other guys who are really into it, but well, yeah, you're right.
Let's get back to this calendar. Let's get back to this calendar thing here. Like, there's a lot to talk about on here. Let's get back to that. Mike, give me your thoughts. Where are you at with this?
I don't like COTA being its own thing. It's like I don't think MotoAmerica is going to draw the crowd they're quite expecting. You know, like people come from, well, you know, I'm not flying out to Texas for MotoGP and then flying back out there again just to watch MotoAmerica. I love watching MotoAmerica, but there's 2 races I can drive to. Like, why am I going to fly out there to watch that? Everybody that's going to go watch MotoAmerica in Texas, it's a bonus that they're getting to see MotoGP too. And you get people who are going just to see MotoGP that are going to get to see MotoAmerica and get introduced to, you know, American racing as well, that they might not know that much about. So
do you think they're doing it to make more money because that becomes 2 separate events at 2 separate times, like the track itself?
COTA doesn't need to make
all tracks need to make more money. They're all money hungry fuckers.
Yeah, but I got COTA is reasonable right now, but when I was there, like when it opened, it was $500 a day for a track day.
Yeah.
You know, it's gone down to like, you know, I think it's like 3 something now, but it's still, you know, they got Formula One, they got MotoGP, they got Australian V8 supercars, they've got all the track days. You know, I don't think they necessarily need. I don't think it's COTA. I think it's MotoAmerica. Like, because if you read the article, they're talking about how, you know, they're growing and they need these, you know, bigger venues to accommodate. You know, and then they specifically right after that mentioned COTA. You know, COTA is a huge venue. Like, it's walking around that place is crazy. You know, so last year was like the highest number like that MotoGP has brought to COTA for motorcycle racing. It was like 54,000, which I think Formula One last year was like 400,000. So it's still a relatively small crowd compared to what other, you know, like what Formula One's bringing in. So I don't know. I don't think if MotoGP is only bringing in 50,000, I can't see MotoAmerica bringing in, you know, near that. Because everybody,
also, like, the whole
of course not. Why would that?
Because it's just gonna bring in the people that, you know, all the locals. Like, people aren't gonna fly to COTA to watch what they can go. Like, MotoAmerica is around the country enough that if you're anywhere else in the country, you can catch a race probably within driving distance.
Yeah.
See, I think camping at COTA, like, it's such a large track, and like, yes, you can camp inside that, but it's not the same experience as some of the other tracks. Now that I've been to other tracks and other events, like, it's fun
so far out.
An event all weekend, you know.
Like, camping in COTA, like, you're not camping like
all right
around the track. You know, like Jersey, when we camped there, we were on the main straight. Like, we were like, it was pouring down rain. We were watching from, you know, from the tent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I do worry, you know, but maybe it's going to attract a different kind of fan or client or whatever at COTA. Like, maybe it's going to take it to the next level, you know. I don't know.
I'm more butthurt about VIR. I mean, I wanted to go to VIR this year, and this has nothing to do with MotoAmerica, because of course MotoAmerica wants to go to VIR. VIR is being freaking butthurt, and they're like, they've had CCS out for a while. CCS has not been allowed to go there. So they just hate motorcycles. I've just come to terms with that. They suck. Forget VIR. They will not ever get my money because they said, forget MotoAmerica.
So have you heard, was it VIR that didn't want MotoAmerica, or was it MotoAmerica that didn't want VIR?
It's they have always hated motorcycle racing. That's kind of the thing. That's kind of the trend.
But yet they still have motorcycle track days there.
Yeah, because
For
that
now,
brings
for
money
now.
for the moment, but that's slowly out. I mean, that's always been the thing since they started throwing out club racing and stuff. Now MotoAmerica is a no-go. I mean, honestly, New Jersey, we're lucky that we're still getting MotoAmerica, because so VIR should be like grateful that MotoAmerica wants to go there. I mean, I'm being an asshole saying that. However, MotoAmerica has said for years, one more season, we're not going to New Jersey because your pavement sucks. And now we're like, yeah, we'll pave in 2023, which again, we all know they've been saying that for a long time. I don't know the back end of that, but
Well, maybe that's part of the reason why they're giving Jersey the final spot, is because they are finally going to repave it. Maybe there was a backdoor deal there where like, hey, if you promise to repave it, we're going to give you the final. You'll probably get more people. And I mean, Jersey had a good turnout.
Really.
I'm not going to lie.
They've
Jersey
had a good turnout, which is probably why they got the extra freaking year out of it too, is because they had a good turnout. But also, I hate that New Jersey isn't on 9/11 weekend. It's always been on 9/11 weekend.
Yeah.
They used to have like a cool ceremony thing for it too. They didn't do that this past year. It's bullshit.
That's Mike's birthday weekend. He's so sad.
Yeah, that was like my birthday treat to myself.
Are you serious? That's your birthday weekend? When's your birthday?
The 7th. So
The
like
7th? Are you dead serious?
yeah, so like it was awesome this year because I had track day one weekend, Jersey next weekend. It was it's celebration.
Yeah.
Kentucky,
I mean,
Nashville, New
yeah.
Jersey. Like, yeah, we had fun
Now
time.
like I mean, and I as and like anyone that follows me on social media, like I love Texas. I spent that's where I spent the majority of my adult life. All my friends are, well, a good portion of my friends are in Texas. I would love to go, like another excuse to go to Texas, but money and
time off, all that stuff.
and
Yeah.
I don't, I just don't, like I'll go for MotoGP, but I just can't imagine spending that kind of, because it's not cheap to get out there. Austin is a terribly expensive city. I just can't imagine spending that kind of money, like I said, to go watch a race that I can watch two within driving distance. And like I said, I imagine that's going to a lot of people around the US, because you got Florida, Alabama, Jersey, PA, Wisconsin, Oregon, like there's California, like there's multiple places that are within driving distance to all these other tracks. Like I just don't think it's going to get the turnout quite that they are expecting.
Well, I guess we'll definitely find out. But yeah, like Austin's very expensive. Like I booked 3 nights for MotoGP, and it's like $850 just like to be closer to the venue this time. And that's only 3 nights, and then airfare in San Antonio has gone up. Well, airfare everywhere has gone up this year. It's terrible. Stupid COVID. It's changed everything. So, but
I mean, MotoAmerica at the end of the day isn't the only thing that's changing in the riding and the track world. Everything seems to be transitioning as of this coming season. You have CCS that's going through a huge transition. They just got new owners. That's like a whole nut that cracked open on its own. There's a lot going on with that. New Jersey, I mean, NJMP, I would know the best. Riders Club is going through a whole new transition this coming year. Prices are going up. This is happening. The track itself is going through a whole transition. They're doing a totally different layout for, well, I wouldn't say totally, but on the back end of the track, they're doing a different like little layout situation. Also, what was I going to say? You have other tracks and other organizations that are going through huge transitions. It's this coming year that's just going to be nuts. for riding in general. I mean, there's new bikes coming in, and new bikes. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be interesting to see just like where or just motorcycle racing is gonna end up this next year.
Well, I'd like to touch base a little bit on the whole two super sport races with tire changes and
yeah, go ahead.
Pit stops, all that. Like, it's cool at Daytona with that. It's Daytona 200. It's been around a long time. Like that's that's heritage, it's prestige and everything. I think throwing two random races just to kind of make up for the fact that they're two races shorter, where they're throwing they're sprint, like it's a sprint race. It's I think it's gonna disrupt the flow of everything, because you got something that not everyone super sport isn't there's still a lot of guys that are like doing that are you're more grassroots guys, and having to they're either not going to do those races, or they're going to struggle with these pit stops and stuff. Like guys that do Daytona, pretty much they set their bike up just to do that race, and then they go back to like their normal bikes. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be weird. It's going to be different, but I don't know. It's
I mean, it'll be cool. It'll be something different. And I mean, I've never really been into the super sport class, like watching it. I just haven't like fallen in love with it at all, so maybe it'll give me a little
there's endurance races for that. Like, because they don't really specify how long the race is. Like,
they haven't mentioned it. It's not going to be like no endurance, but it'll probably be twice as many laps as previous. Maybe 20, maybe 25, maybe 30, like who knows, depending on the tracks. But Wenner definitely brings up a good point. Like we have a recession coming. So I wonder what that's going to do to motorcycle racing. Are more people to come out this year, or less people to come out? Like it's not expensive to get to a MotoAmerica event, like if you're close by, but yeah, less people will probably be traveling to the events. That's going to be interesting. I mean, it's like
I wouldn't know. Free.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't know. I go for free every year.
Oh, just rub it in. Rub it in.
We don't all live 5 miles from the track.
Yeah, we know you get all the free
MotoAmerica
stuff. And you keep breaking up pretty hardcore too, by the way.
Who?
Do you have your Wi-Fi on? You do, Amanda.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Sorry.
I actually turned my Wi-Fi off earlier. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, anyway, we're not staying on long anyway, because we stayed on long last night. We were on so long after we stopped going live.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, but then I needed to take a nap today. No, honestly, I just wasn't feeling very well today. I'm feeling better. I've kept drugged up. So I don't know. I'm super disappointed because Pittsburgh is until August. So I'm gonna have to go to one of these first races. Atlanta, Barber, Road America. I doubt I'll go to the Ridge because that's Washington State. I know I won't go to Laguna Seca because I hate freaking California. So I'm gonna have
at least go. You gotta go to Laguna Seca at least once though.
Probably not this year then. I'll just keep saying that until we no longer have events there.
Yeah, even Sophie's been to Laguna Seca.
Oh, well, good for her. I mean, I don't know. I'll just wait for it to like fall into the ocean or something. California's got to die eventually. So
I just gotta be a dick.
It's gonna be a suicide. That's not gonna die. When it does die, it's gonna be suicide.
I just gotta be a dick right now. I love how like all my friends are texting in their group chat. All my friends that ride, these are all my friends that I pit with. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing this tonight. And I told them twice, and not one of them is watching this shit. Isn't that so funny? I just have the best friends ever.
You know what? I got so many people watched our show last night, like today, because because everything blew up. Like everybody was messaging me today. Like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I got a few too. I was like, oh my God, people think I'm cool. I got so excited. I felt like I felt
But all right, so yeah, anything else that we want to bring up about this new calendar schedule and stuff before we say goodbye to people tonight?
You know what I want to say? I'm just happy there's racing, and I'm happy I get to see these guys, and it's more intimate. Like, I used to go to NHRA events all the time, and while the pit situation is also kind of an intimate thing, I like motorcycles better, and don't tell drag racing. Oh, I'm wearing an ATCO shirt too. Don't tell them. But no, I'm glad that we have this opportunity, and it's a lot more attainable, and it's a lot more known now. Whereas motorcycle shit was not really well known when I was younger. So I'll just be grateful, even though it sucks.
I mean, yeah, like, I'm so new to the sport. Like, this will only be my second season even caring about it. But I just think the fact that I got so into it the first year, like, I can't wait to see what this brings. Like I said, I'm disappointed that VIR won't start me off as like one of the races close to home, but I guess that gives me an excuse to go on a little adventure. So
absolutely.
And I do love adventures.
Adventures are great. I go on them all the time.
All right, Michael, what about you?
Yeah. I said I'm definitely glad there's still racing going on. I mean, it was, there for a little bit, like, and this brings up the whole recession thing. Motorcycle racing was like 2007, 2008, like, didn't even know if it was going to be a thing anymore, like, in the America, like, that killed it. I said, luckily, Wayne Rainey brought brought it back with this MotoAmerica and everything from the AMA, but so hopefully it continues to grow, and they do prove me wrong, and like, it just blows up, and it does great things. But
we never talked about the build train race, which I'm thoroughly like pissed off about, and I find it to be. I'm sorry.
You mentioned that that they're not taking any new applications this year.
So yeah, they're not.
Where did you hear that from?
I have inside sources, my guys. So I have talked to several people about that, people who actually race in that class, and that's not really happening. I talked to Josh Hayes last when MotoAmerica last September, when at the end of the fucking
New Jersey.
Yeah. At the end of the event is what I was trying to say. And Melissa Parrish dropped out of helping them because of all the nonsense. All the fucking bullshit shit people were talking about. Somebody was messing with my bike, or like, and then all the nonsense hearing about them like making it into like this reality show essentially. Hey, I would not want to be a part of something that's like reality show like, so I'm kind of glad. I want to be there to work on a bike and freaking race and shoot for my fucking dreams. Like, that's the goal there, not to be a part of some reality nonsense. I think that makes women look worse. That's my opinion on that. However, I am a little upset that they aren't taking new applications, because I always had the thought that it was supposed to be new people, maybe not a whole new set of people, but new people every season, at least give that opportunity. I mean, I'm not thrilled about the bike.
It was definitely a great opportunity to like grow the sport.
Women. But they made women look stupid. I mean, those women are great. We've all met them in person, right? So they're great women. Kaylee's pretty fucking cool. Let's be real. But dude, they like, with some of the stuff that they put out on social media, it takes women 5 steps back, and I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, I don't like a lot of their stuff they're putting out. I mean,
all the drama. They tried to pin 2 girls against each other that were actually really great friends in real life.
I haven't noticed them promote any drama. I definitely noticed them like, showing the emotional side of it. I mean, we are women. We are going to cry. We're going to have our moments.
Oh, I'm not talking about
time. Like, they definitely seem very supportive of each other. And I feel like they've done a great job promoting just how supportive and how tight they got, even though when it comes down to it, they're competing against each other.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, but if you did notice, just real fast, let me share that lovely PowerPoint I created again. Can't forget that. So like this whole build train race here, they are only going to 4 places. They only have 7 races.
Yeah, they're slimming it down. It's like again, a lot of the women who were there to help what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of mentor and yeah, they're mentors and they're there to help like give the knowledge and blah blah blah. They've dropped out. Quite a few of them have. So that sucks. I mean, if Melissa Paris isn't there, I'm not with the shits. Sorry. It just kind of sucks. I mean, the idea is so
she has
great.
her own obligations on things. She has her own.
Absolutely, she does. But she's awesome, and I just prefer. I have the utmost respect for her. Not, it's just she's my personal favorite. So I'm just being biased. I don't care. I am.
Maybe it's a good thing that you can't apply then, since she won't be a part of it.
I don't want to be a part of it. I'm sad. I'm being bitter now because I wanted to do it and I really wanted to like shoot my shot there because it's not my style of bike.
What about flat track? Are they doing the build train race applications for flat track this year? Or
as far as I've been looking, they haven't because they would have had applications up already. Flat track's cool as shit. I do flat track too. I don't care. Just put me on a track on a bike and have me race. I will do it. I don't care what it is. I just want the opportunity to be like, yo, I can do this. Look at me doing this. I already do this. I just thought the idea was cool to get. I mean, I'm not into girl power nonsense, but like I do want to see women like man up and do it. And I don't mean man up as in the male gender. I just, the thought behind it. Like, buck up. Like, we're doing it.
You mean
women are better riders than
you mean it in a very gender neutral way.
Sure. Yes. It's non-binary when I say man. Whatever that means.
What about grow a pair?
Yeah, grow a pair of tits, not balls. Sorry, Sophie.
It's okay. Me and Sophie had a whole discussion about trans today.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. She loves talking to me about all the weird stuff because I will talk to her about it. We
gotta learn it somewhere, and as long as it's a safe space, who cares?
She just whispered to me she'd rather talk to you than me about that.
And I would hope I create a safe space and I try to be as educational as possible and give different viewpoints. And it was all because of a reel. Was it a YouTube short? Was it?
Yeah, me and my friends were watching them on the bus. I was sitting next to her, and this one came up, and it was like of this person.
We don't have to go into the details of it. We're not going to derail it. But I just didn't know if it was a YouTube short or a TikTok.
Remember what we had to do on the bus when we were like on the ride home from school?
To look outside.
Yeah, we had to look outside.
Talk to people. I had all the way.
Oh, baller.
Yeah, no, I would communicate. I would find out all kinds of bad things. Like it was an educational experience and not always in the best way. I found out that Sophie's here. I can't say that. Never mind. I found out that Santa wasn't real on the school bus. Yep.
I never believed in that. Ever. It's so weird. I don't remember a time when I believed in Santa.
I think we're hopping off here soon anyway.
Yeah, we're hopping off. So anyway, all right. Well, anybody who's watching or will watch in the future, thank you so much for tuning in. We definitely are opinionated about the 2023 MotoAmerica calendar. We are very sad to see VIR go. And even though it's kind of cool that it's going to have a standalone at COTA, we're also disappointed because we don't want to pay to get to Austin twice this year. MotoGP and MotoAmerica. Because Austin is freaking expensive. All the freaking people from California that moved there and made it even more expensive than it was before. So, but it is a very cool place. So, but we wish you the best, MotoAmerica at COTA. We truly do. We wish all the racers, everybody associated with MotoAmerica, a great season. We can't wait for it to start. And I guess I got to start planning which races I'm going to go to, right? Yeah, that's what
you know what we're doing?
What are we doing?
What do you call it? No, 2023. It's camping in the Clibbins.
What?
Never mind. What? You don't know what Clibbins are?
I don't know what Clibbins are. What are Clibbins?
Oh my God.
What's that?
Mike, school this woman on Track Day Junkies Unleashed, please.
She just needs to like, why has no one, how have you not signed up for this yet? Or,
How do you
like,
not know
so-
what clip-ins are?
What are they?
Or
I'm so
gobbles?
sorry. You two are like the only motorcycle people I talk to on a regular basis.
Oh
So if
my
you haven't
gosh,
told me yet on it, then I
hi.
don't, what is this? Come on. What is it?
The clip-ins is what me and my friends do with like the, you know, Fred, all of us, Jay, all them, all those guys. And
Yeah.
that's camping in the clip-ins, and it's gonna be 2023 is gonna be lit. But clip-ins are like clip-ins, like grass clip-ins on the get on the road, not good. I can't
Okay.
tell you the joke because it's years worth of one joke. I honestly, it's
Yeah.
you're
I can't-
behind. You gotta get with it. You gotta get with the slang.
Get off here and get on track day junkies.
I don't know. I don't think Shannon can deal with Track Day Junkies Unleashed. It's a little.
Wait, what is it? Is it
It's-
like a Facebook group? Like, what is it? I don't even know what it
It's
is.
a Facebook
It's
group.
basically a big
But she
giant
has to be invited.
roasting page, like big giant roasting page.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now too, and it's been lighting up my day, like, you know, here and there. It's pretty funny. You get the right people on there, it's hilarious.
You get about, well, it's only ever about, I don't know, maybe 5 jokes a season, but it's just the same one, like just new versions of the same one over and over, and new memes.
You know what I'm
Fantastic.
sick of hearing now? Everybody loves the Andrew Gower and fucking Brittany bullshit. I can't stand either of them, by the way, and I say that out loud and proud because they're both annoying as shit. But that joke's getting old and tired for real. Every time I see a new version of that, I'm like, please stop, please, let's find something new.
Well, they got the new guy, the "How dare you put me in an intermediate" guy.
Oh, dude, I so think that guy wrecked on purpose to like
He
prove
pretty
a
much
point.
said
But he's a little slow.
he's-
He's got to be a
he's-
little slow.
he said in this post, like, bad things are gonna happen if you put me in intermediate.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's why I commented. I was like, yo, that sounds intentional, bro. Like, does that sound like he did it intentionally? And he's just so far off his rocker. Like, did you watch the whole video call?
I didn't, but well,
Bro.
they posted his mugshot on there.
Yeah, I saw that too. Weirdo. I mean, I hope all the best for that
Not there's
dude.
anything wrong with
He's not
people with
making good
mugshots.
friends. So
Just saying.
Jared McDonald, what a dude. What a guy.
All right. Well, on that note, thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and stalk us on our social media. Yeah, especially Amanda's Facebook page. She loves that.
No, please don't do that ever. Don't do it. We're not friends.